A chilling embrace of fog wrapped around the dimly lit streets of London, casting an uncanny stillness over the cobblestones. As the city surrendered to night, Eleanor Finch felt her spirit stir from an ethereal slumber. The gas lamps flickered, their warm glow barely piercing the dense mist, while the whispers of the past lingered in the air. Eleanor floated through the shadows, observing the living bustle just beyond her reach. Yearning for a connection she could no longer feel, the loneliness gnawed at her, a tether binding her to the realm of the living as she drifted between memories and dreams. Underneath this haunting quiet, a heartbeat of the city pulsed on. Little did she know, a curious soul would soon enter her world, a young artist whose wandering spirit would awaken hers and intertwine their fates amidst the enigma of the fog. Eleanor drifted through the fog-laden streets, her memories swirling like the mist around her. In shadows, she recalled the warmth of sunlight on her skin and laughter echoing in her heart. A stolen kiss with a handsome stranger lingered in her mind, a moment filled with promises that were never fulfilled. She relived every pang of joy and sorrow, the contrasting memories both a comfort and a burden. As she roamed the familiar alleys, she felt the weight of betrayal. The moment she realized her love had vanished, taking with it her dreams and her life. Each flickering street lamp seemed to illuminate forgotten moments, whispering reminders of the love that once fueled her spirit. Eleanor's longing grew more profound, tethering her to the cobblestones of the city, aching for closure, for connection. With each step, she felt the echoes of her past tug at her, urging her to find the truth buried deep within the shadows. Oliver wandered through the fog-drenched streets of London, his heart a palette of untapped colors yearning for inspiration. Each corner he turned revealed hidden gems, the glow of dimly lit cafes, the silhouettes of ancient buildings wrapped in mist. He reveled in the shadows and whispers that cloaked the city at night, each step igniting his passion for art, while stoking the fires of curiosity buried within him. On one particularly chill evening, the fog thickened around him, wrapping him in a surreal embrace that felt electric. He paused to catch his breath, awash in an inexplicable pull, as though the very air held a secret waiting to be uncovered. It was in this moment that the sensation of being watched brushed against his skin, a soft shiver. He clutched his sketchbook tightly, determined to capture this ethereal beauty, unaware that his life was about to intertwine with the spirit of the woman who lingered in the depths of the fog, waiting for him to unveil her story. As Oliver walked through the thickening fog, an inexplicable chill enveloped him, causing the hairs on his arms to stand on end. The streets of London, usually bustling, felt eerily silent as shadows danced playfully around him. Suddenly, a flicker of movement caught his eye. A pale figure, luminous against the darkness, flickering in and out like a delicate candle in the wind. Heart racing, he paused, breath caught in his throat, unsure of what he was witnessing. Eleanor's spirit, a whisper of the past, hovered just beyond reach, her sadness intertwined with the cool air, pulling at Oliver's curiosity and intrigue. In that fleeting moment, he felt an undeniable connection, a shared longing that transcended the boundaries of life and death. Confused yet enchanted, he turned to follow her, igniting a spark of inspiration deep within his artist's soul, unaware that this encounter would change the course of both their existences forever. As the weeks drifted by like ephemeral wisps of fog, an undeniable connection blossomed between Oliver and the presence he felt hovering in the shadows of his world. Each night as he wandered the cobbled streets, his canvases transformed under the whisper of her spirit. The chilly air tingled with a warmth he couldn't explain, a guiding force that colored his brushstrokes and ignited his imagination. With every passing moment, he became more attuned to her essence. Sensing her emotions woven into his artistic visions, he painted vibrant swirls of mist, subtle hints of a woman's silhouette, and danced with hues that echoed Eleanor's longing. At times he would pause, feeling her gaze upon him, urging him to explore deeper, to capture not just her likeness, but the haunting beauty of her lingering sorrow. The fog wrapped around them like a shared secret, binding their souls as they stepped closer to one another across the divide of life and death. As the moon hung high, casting a silvery glow over London, Eleanor's whispers began to weave into Oliver's dreams, drawing him deeper into her world. She shared fleeting glimpses of her life, scenes of laughter spilling over candlelit dinners, whispered secrets under starlit skies, and the love that once filled her heart. Yet intertwined with these moments of joy was the deep ache of loss, each memory a tether, pulling her back from the brink of oblivion. In the stillness of night, Oliver felt her presence envelop him, guiding his brush as he painted shadows danced upon the canvas. Her recollections infused his art with a vibrant intensity, each stroke echoing her longing and sorrow. With each dream, Eleanor shared pieces of a past that was both beautiful and tragic, igniting in Oliver a fervent desire to uncover the truth of her fate. Together, they ventured through the fog of memory, souls entwined in a dance of discovery and shared emotion. Oliver felt a magnetic pull towards the stories hidden in the archive rooms of the local library, each dusty tome urging him to uncover the past. With every turn of a page, he became more enraptured by the fragments of Eleanor's life woven into the city's history. He discovered articles detailing the lives of remarkable women who shaped London's landscape, including whispers of love stories that turned tragic, and betrayals that echoed through time. As he uncovered Eleanor's world, a vibrant tapestry now dimmed by loss, he felt her presence guiding him, comforting, yet sorrowful. His heart raced as he stumbled upon a mention of a woman who resembled Eleanor, connected to a tragic incident that left a shadow over the neighborhood. Each newfound piece of information deepened the bond between them, stirring a resolve within him to seek not just Eleanor's truth, but closure for them both, illuminating the path forward in the swirling fog. Oliver stood in the dimly lit vintage shop, the scent of aged wood and dust encircling him like a familiar embrace. Among the clutter of forgotten relics, an old key beckoned from a tarnished display. Its ornate design seemed alive, echoing whispers of the past. He picked it up, feeling its cool surface, a rush of connection surging within him. This key, he sensed, belonged to Eleanor. It was a fragment of her lost world. He marveled at its significance, the unlocking of doors long sealed, access to secrets buried in the fog of history. Clutching it tightly, Oliver's determination ignited. This key was more than just metal. It symbolized a bond between them, a promise to uncover her truth and set her spirit free. He envisioned how, with this key, he could unlock the past and perhaps guide Eleanor toward the closure she so desperately sought. The weight of its meaning settled within him as he stepped back into the foggy London night, a new sense of purpose lighting his way. Oliver stood before the whitewashed walls of the gallery, his heart pounding in rhythm with the soft hum of anticipation that filled the room. The exhibition, aptly titled Whispers of the Fog, showcased his latest pieces, each canvas a vivid manifestation of his connection with Eleanor. Shadows danced across the artworks, silhouettes reminiscent of her ethereal presence woven into the fabric of the night. As patrons admired the pieces, their whispers floated like tendrils of fog, intertwining with the emotions captured in his brushstrokes. Just then, a flicker of cold air swept through the gallery, and Oliver felt an unmistakable warmth encapsulating him. He glanced towards a painting where mist swirled delicately beneath a gas lamp, and for a fleeting moment, he swore he saw Eleanor's silhouette standing just behind it, urging him on. The atmosphere thrummed with an unspoken energy, as if she were part of the very heartbeat of the art, bridging the realms of the living and the dead. Under the ghostly glow of a waning moon, Eleanor exhaled a breath that felt heavy with untold stories. The time had come to reveal the truth of her demise, a truth she had carried in silence for far too long. With a soft whisper, she urged Oliver to kneel beside her, his eyes wide with curiosity and concern. "I was betrayed," she said, voice trembling like the fog that enfolded them. A malevolent spark danced in her memories. Her lover, once a source of joy, had vanished, leaving her broken and abandoned. As the sorrow bubbled to the surface, Oliver felt a surge of empathy. He could sense her pain crystallizing into something palpable in the chilly air. Their shared silence deepened a connection forged in loss, illuminating the shadows of betrayal that had kept her tethered to these streets. With renewed resolve, they prepared to confront the specters of her past and seek the justice she so desperately needed. The fog thickened around Oliver as he walked through the shadowed streets, a palpable sense of urgency lingering in the cool air. Eleanor's whispers urged him onward, guiding his steps toward the old pub tucked between crumbling buildings, a place he had only glimpsed in his research. It was there that the secrets of her betrayal began to coalesce, echoing through the whispers of the past. As he entered, he spotted a figure hunched over a drink, worn and weary, a man from the stories, once beloved by Eleanor. The atmosphere crackled with tension, ghostly remnants swirling in the corners. Oliver's heart raced. He had to confront this man, to uncover the truth of her lost love. Spirits danced in shadows, a reminder of the pain lingering from Eleanor's unfinished story. With every question Oliver posed, the fog deepened, revealing fragments of their shared desperation, urging them to piece together the past before time unraveled their connected fates. As Oliver stood in the narrow alley, the atmosphere crackled with tension. Shadows danced around him, and he felt Eleanor's guiding presence beside him, urging him to confront the figure cloaked in the darkness ahead. It was Thomas, a man from Eleanor's past, whose lost love had turned into a haunting betrayal. "You never deserved her," Oliver accused, feeling the weight of Eleanor's sorrow behind him. The air thickened with emotion, as Thomas's haunted expression revealed regret and pain. Eleanor stepped forward, a faint glow illuminating her ethereal form. "I deserve the truth," she whispered, her voice filled with both vulnerability and strength. Confronted by the ghosts of their shared past, Thomas hesitated before revealing the final secret, the reason for his betrayal, the truth Eleanor had yearned for. A rush of revelation washed over them, lifting the weight from Eleanor's heart and fueling Oliver's resolve to set her free. The mist hung heavy in the air, swirling like a lost memory as Eleanor stood before Oliver, the heaviness of her past finally lifting. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice barely a breath in the night. He could see the shimmer of tears in her eyes, both radiant and sorrowful. As the truth of her betrayal settled between them, a profound silence enveloped them. "You've shown me how to let go," she continued, and with each word, the fog around them seemed to thin, revealing the cobbled streets beneath. With trembling hands she reached out, brushing his cheek with the coolness of her spirit, and Oliver felt a warmth ignite within him, a connection transcending time. As Eleanor took a step back, an ethereal glow surrounded her, the weight of a lifetime of heartbreak finally relinquishing its hold. The fog, once oppressive, began to clear, revealing the bright shimmer of stars above, heralding a new beginning for both souls.